Hey, what's up guys? Paddy here. We're back. We're doing another video, guys. It's great to be back. It's great to be doing this again. I'm just after watching AEW Double or Nothing buy-in. It's actually made me want to go and actually watch Double or Nothing itself for a whole. I'm just actually seeing a couple of clips of what's happened from last night at Double or Nothing. So I'm gonna break down. It's kind of more of a breakdown video on why people should tune in and watch all Elite Wrestling and still tune in and watch Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown, and why people should still tune in and watch WWE programming and all Elite Wrestling. So I'm going to break this down really small and really simple. I'm going to be pulling exact phrases that Tony Momo, who is the founder and CEO of All Elite Wrestling, has turned around and said in interviews. You can go check out these interviews. You can go check out a guy called Chris Van Vel. Chris Van Vel is a big, massive guy. Sit down like this, sit down in front of a camera, but he'll step down. He sat down with guys like Billy Gunn. He sat down with guys like John Cena, Cody Rhodes. I'm just really going now. He's actually, there's a video I've just recently watched a couple of weeks back. Well, actually 2 months ago. Actually, it was Billy Gunn where. And basically what we were talking about there was AD won't compete with WWE. AEW will never compete with WWE. That's when people are like, oh, we're going to get on. People, especially people my age who are in their 20s, who were born in the 90s, will remember the Monday Night Wars that happened, the Monday Night Wars between WCW and WWE. That big, massive, ongoing battle, because hardly anybody knew this, but if you check out Eric Bischoff's podcast. Eric Bischoff has a podcast, and he talks about the Monday Night Wars. Because when Eric Bischoff was handed the keys to WCW, saying, "Here's the keys to the palace. Don't go do something spectacular with this." In his head, he was like, "Right, we've been established for 35 years. Okay, what's WWE doing that we're not doing, and what can we do to be better than WWE at that time?" And at that time, you was like, okay, do live tapings, because they've been established for 35 years doing tapings, going 6-7 months down the line, taping every single show for 6-7 months, and then releasing that week by week as a series, like Lucha Underground, like so what Lucha Underground does, records everything, and then puts it out like a season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, the way Lucha Underground would do. So now, from that there, Monday Night Wars, obviously we always know, like, Vince McMahon bought the company, which Paul Levesque, Hunter, made a joke at the Hall of Fame ceremony about the Billy Gunn. He's like, "Can't fire me." Where Billy turned and said, "Can't fire me." He's like, "You do know Vince will just buy that company again, just so he can buy that company, so he can fire your ass, so he can fire your ass again." And that's just Hunter making a joke with All Elite Wrestling. The second thing is, people shouldn't be frustrated or angry that, oh, why is this All Elite Wrestling coming now? It's a wrestlers program made by wrestlers for wrestlers. That's what they're kind of going off. Wrestlers, see, when you're in that ring, and you know fine rightly what works and what doesn't work. You are getting instant reaction of the crowd. So you've been told at the back, with Vince McMahon, Vince is trying to tell you, right, he's like, "Right, I want you to go out, I want you to do a shooting star press at the top rope in the last final 5 minutes of your match." And that will make the crowd go wild. That'll make the crowd go wild. No matter what, of course it will. If you do it in the first 5 minutes or in the last 5 minutes, it's still going to make the crowd go nuts. But when you're in there, in that arena, doing a live taping, doing a live show, you have a lot of pressure on you to know, okay, when we're cutting down our breaks, we're going to dive down the action a wee bit, and then when the lights go back up, that's when you're back on live on TV. Cameras are on you again, so people don't miss anything. But a lot of people who nowadays haven't worked with live taping, haven't worked with live recording, and haven't really done much of that. So this is All Elite Wrestling has kind of decided to do this in a way where it's actually appealing to their 18 to 35 market. It's the market to 18 to 35 year olds, and because given us that stuff, especially us 18 to 35-year-olds, we grew up through the Attitude Era. We love the Attitude Era. We would love to see that come back. The Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, that's the eras that we grew up watching it, and that's the era that we got in. We got the TV 14 era, as I like to call it, 'cause it's now PG-13. WWE's PG-13 is aimed more towards kids. It's more aimed towards 6-year-olds. Says more aimed towards like young kids, like kids who were wanting to like, oh wow, look at this, look at these two guys go at each other. So like 6-7-year-olds who are really wanting to get into it and starting young and getting into wrestling very young. Whereas us older guys who are in the middle of doing it and in the middle of perfecting our bodies and building ourselves up, getting ourselves built, getting our muscles up, getting everything going, getting our heads. It's the thing about wrestling is it's not about you being physically fit like with these +1 biceps right here. It's not stuff like that there. It's stuff about being mentally prepared, because it takes a toll on you mentally as much as it does physically. It takes a toll. You can get physical wounds like pulling like guys like I've done lately, like I've racked my rotator cuff, and I've also pulled a pec muscle, so I can't do any shoulder work, any work on my shoulders. Can't do any shoulder squats, can't do anything on my shoulders. I can't do anything on my chest because of a pack injury. So I have a pack injury at the minute. So it's really probably see me with my arm curled a couple of times because I'm just nursing the injury. But with all this, guys, comes the clash, the big massive clash where everybody's talking about, oh, AEW is going to outsell WWE, AEW is going to take over WWE. No, it's not. They have turned AEW, the founders of AEW, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho, Tony Robinson have all turned around and all said that these guys were not here to compete with WWE. We're not here to compete. WWE is well established. They know that. WWE Network, the WWE, the whole business that ain't going anywhere. That's not going anywhere at all. That's there to stay. It will not change. The only thing that will change is people wanting to come to AEW to go higher in their career, to go further in their career, to challenge themselves. I would say mostly. I would, especially because we're now getting people. There's a lot of WWE superstars who's moved into AEW for the simple fact is they give themselves and they give the help the shows get a kick, get people interested in AEW to get it lifted, to get it off the ground, to get it up and off the ground. And so, okay, so you bring in the help, so Chris Jericho, Dustin Rhodes, Tommy Dreamer, Billy Gunn, good old JR. You bring in guys like that there. That's 5-6 guys who are absolute legends in the in sports entertainment. What all the wrestling are aiming for is basically a new way to watch wrestling, a different way to watch wrestling, and with everybody getting the fair amount of wage. So basically, where you are in the card is how much you're going to get paid. It's not like, I make my matches, I make 500k per match. I do, no matter where I am in the card, whether I'm main event, I'm getting 500k. Whether I start the night out and that's me, I'm still getting paid 500k. It's not like that. If I'm starting a night off, I'd say the starting price of the first match in the night is if you work out a match, you're getting 200k. Dead wrong. That's how much money I make. I won't make 500k for my very first match. I'll make 200k, and that's a set price for male and female. So if females are starting the card out, both females will get paid 200 grand each. That's perfect. That's fine. Say the main event, you're getting paid 500k for the main event. If the main event are two females, they will be getting paid 500k. Unlike WWE, where if you want to check out how much Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair got paid for that WrestleMania 35 main event, I can guarantee you Ronda got more money than Charlotte and Becky put together. I can guarantee you that. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. You know, that's a spoiler. As Paul Heyman likes to say, that's a spoiler. Ronda Rousey would have got paid more money. Would have got paid more money to work that match in the main event of WrestleMania 35. She would have got paid at least probably near $1 million, maybe $1 million, maybe just slightly over $1 million. Charlotte Flair not too far behind her with about probably 750, maybe 650,000, and then Becky Lynch coming out with the two belts. Well, probably would have got 650, maybe 700. Probably not even anywhere near that. Probably even only 450, maybe even 250. Maybe not a lot of money at all. But she still made money at the end of the day. She went out. She won because it was predetermined for her to win. So this is another thing why people are like, so if all of the wrestling going to turn around and basically do it where, if you win and losses, obviously in WWE, the win and loss, who wins the match and who loses the match is already predetermined. It's all script work. It's all predetermined who wins, who loses. With AEW, it's not. If you go out and you want to win that match, you win that match. If you want to go out and lose that match, you go out and lose that match. It's up to you. Your win and loss rate will depend on what you actually go on and achieve within your career with AEW. So if you go out and you win your first match, you win your second, you win your third, you win your fourth, you win your fifth match, you get to go here, you go to the GM if they have a GM. Well, I don't know what way they're going to work live television, the way they're going to work it. But if you go out and you have a GM and they have a GM turn and tell you, you win 10 matches in a row. If you go 10 matches undefeated, we'll give you a title shot, we'll give you a shot at the belt, we'll give you a shot at the AEW World Championship, which the belt, for anybody who hasn't seen the belt, ooh, that belt is lovely. It's a lovely belt. They're calling it a belt, I call it a title. I still call it a championship title because you're fighting for a championship. It's a title. It's not a belt to me. It's a title. But people, obviously, different people say different things. I say title. Some people say belt. I say title. So do. So that's a lovely title. So it is. It's better looking than a 24/7 title by far. It's probably one of the best looking titles I've seen. It's kind of looking like a UFC type of title, the way a UFC title would look. It's kind of really nice. And so you win 10 matches in a row undefeated. Okay, we're going to give you a title shot. You go out there, that title, you're not getting told by the way you're going to win this title tonight. Okay, so he's going to drop the title to you. No, it's if he wants to drop that title to you, you have to make him drop that title to you. It's not anything like that there. These writers are going off day by day, script by script to see, okay, so they'll write for a show, and whatever brews her, they'll work with it. Okay, so say something brewed between Cody and Dustin during the Double or Nothing last night. Something brewed because Dustin, I can see Dustin completely covered in blood here. Like his face is completely covered in blood all down his gear. Whereas Cody's completely clean, no blood on whatsoever. Probably just Dustin's blood on. But yeah, and this is just a wee preview of a highlight I'm seeing on my TV there to my left. On me, don't use this to my right, but it's to my left here. And man, so if something was sparked in that match between them, they would okay, when's the next time that something's gonna happen and we're about to be in the same room? Why? Because we could work an angle of this and then we'll work out. And then we'll go back and forth with each other for a bit, and they'll create their rivalries, and then all that will spill over. But that's what makes it different from WWE. WWE, when you walk into the doors of WWE, you're told, okay, you either look like a babyface or you look like a heel. Babyface is the good guy, heel is the bad guy. We all know you're either an antagonist or you're not an antagonist. You're either antagonizing or you're not antagonizing. You're a protagonist or you're an antagonist. That's the way some people look at it. So for me, I still say babyface and heel because it's a lot easier to understand it. It's a lot easier to understand someone who's a babyface and someone who's a heel. Okay, you're a heel. Okay, you're a heel. Okay, some people are not meant to like you. You're meant to get booed. You're meant to get booed. You're a babyface. Okay, so you're meant to be liked. You're meant to be lovable. You're meant to have a face only your mother. You're not meant to have a face that only your mother can love. Let the audience adapt to you and get to grow to you. So all the wrestling have that exact same thing, but they'll call it a protagonist and an antagonist. That's the way they're calling it. And so, difference between that, all it is, AEW have themselves established as a great company already with one night in the books, with night one in the books. They've established themselves. They were sold out within 3 hours. They sold Double or Nothing out in 3 hours. Their pay-per-view kept selling out for weeks on end. I can tell you this now. See, last night in the UK alone, probably nearly half of the UK, maybe 3/4 of the UK were watching it. And I'm not just in UK. I'm in Northern Ireland as well, and I'll walk through in Ireland as well, UK and Ireland. But probably three-quarters of the UK and Ireland were watching it last night to see whether or not was this going to be something that they could get into. Whether is it something different? What's going on here? And to me, it was, and it's the first thing ever that we've actually got to see on wrestling in the UK and Ireland on British television. For anybody that didn't know, you could watch All Elite Wrestling last night on ITV4. ITV4. So, but nobody realizes ITV is part of a TNT. It's part of TNT. It's part of the TNT Productions, which is also owned by the CEO of All Elite Wrestling, Tony Romo. Tony Romo also owns TNT Productions. So they've got themselves a TV deal already. He'll usually go, okay, right, this is what we'll do, and we'll throw it on TNT Productions. Now, so what we're looking at here, we might see All Elite Wrestling on ITV4. We could be looking at that. We're going to see it on a specific channel for US and Canada, everywhere else around the world. So why not ITV4 in the UK and Ireland? So we might be able to see it. And this is the only reason why they're going. And now they've decided to go to ITV4 because they own ITV. They own ITV, so they do. So for obviously October. So October time is when Fox takes over WWE, and WWE goes to Fox, and then Fox will then broadcast Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown on Fox. Now the reason why I've said both of them is because there's been a lot of speculation that Raw will go over too. That there's a lot of comments, a lot of speculation that was only just SmackDown going to Fox, just SmackDown, and Raw was staying in the USA and staying on the USA network where it has been since the 90s. But now there is rumours that both Raw and SmackDown are going to Fox. So that'll be great for you to see in October, because obviously in October we're getting a new relaunch of the WWE Network as well. So that's going to be another thing to see come from WWE end. But in all and overall, guys, these are two different separate programmings, two different types of styles are going at the audience. So I leave it up to you guys to decide whether or not you want to watch All Elite Wrestling or not. It's up to you guys. You form your own opinion, guys. I will not dictate what you should watch and what you shouldn't watch. It's up to you guys. I'm just saying All Elite Wrestling is quite cool and it looks quite good. So definitely give it a hit out, guys, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Peace.